Good morning. A little bit behind this morning, a few minutes, but that's okay. I have had my old lady cat that needed some help. She got a bit lost. Once in a while she does this. I don't tell myself. There we go. Alright. Good morning. Good morning, old mucker. How you doing, honey? It's a beautiful day. So far. Okay. Yes, good afternoon. It keeps starting to flash at me again. Emma, good morning. Life of a mill. Hello. Good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. It is so good to see you. How are things going? Oh, come on. I've got an error on my thing. But that's okay. I'll just go to this thing down here. And do that one. There we go. You're not a morning person. Well, I'm not as much of a morning person as I used to be. I used to be a spring out of bed and let's get this day going kind of morning person, but now I'm just a yay! It's morning. Don't ask me to spring out of bed. I'll fall flat on my face if I do. Weeping. Straight down. I've got to have a cuppa. I gotta have that, slow wake up now on a morning. Emma, you're saying you're fine now. Normally when I say I'm fine, that means I'm really not having such a good day, hour, moment. I'm not feeling so great, but I'm just fine. I'm going to ask, is that the same with you? My sister used to ask me, how are you? And I'd say, I'm fine. And she'd look at me and she'd say, I know that when you say I'm fine, you're really not fine. You're really not that okay. No. Oh, my goodness. I hope your neighbor's okay. This is, come on now, Wi-Fi, behave yourself. Oh, Lordy. Okay, don't say that we've disconnected. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I am going to put data back on. There we go, and that should pick up then when the Wi-Fi drops. My husband has type 2 diabetes. My husband. Faye, good morning, sweetie. Hello. It's good to see you this morning. Yeah, my husband has type 2 diabetes. Oftentimes that he's up, especially during the middle of the night. Don't tell me it's a very bad connection. So now I'm making sure that he eats some peanut butter and crackers before he goes to bed. Lord have mercy. Come on. The cable is, the phone is supposed to pick up when the Wi-Fi drops now. Behave yourself. I'm a giggly person. What gives you that idea? What gives you that impression? Yeah, I kind of am. I kind of am. 2 hours. Oh gosh. Oh, now. Quit it now. Come on, stop. Keep going. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Okay. Let me reposition this. It seemed to do better when it was over this side. Yes, it is very scary, honey. Um, it is very scary when they have blood sugar problems. Oh my gosh. She's 4 young children you're looking after too. Now, is she home? Is your neighbor home? I'm funny? Thank you. I think. I don't know. Somebody I once worked, well, more than once, but I would in a period of time in my life when I was younger, I worked in a sorry, I'm getting distracted by messages popping up. Somebody decided to do a hangout and invite me to the hangout. Yeah, I invited them to this. So I don't know why they're inviting me to the hangout. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I'm going to invite my mommy. See if I can get my mom to come. Wouldn't that be fun? Now, how did I figure this out the other day? I figured out how to do this the other day. Chat, that's it there. Always go to the 3 dots if you can't figure something out. She's still in the hospital. Oh, oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that there's somebody that can take over for you because you're going to need a break as well yourself. And I'm back. I'm here, honey. I'm back. Okay, there we go. Am I back? Looks like I'm back. It says I'm live. Yeah. My Wi-Fi's having trouble waking up this morning, so hopefully everyone else will come back. Oh, Macker, are you there? Hello? Hello? Um, oh dear. Oh, good. Hello, Faye. So, how was your day yesterday? And please don't ever worry. Don't ever apologize for not catching the live stream. It's ow, Mucker, there you are. My Wi-Fi is just having a bit of a problem waking up this morning. So I switched over to data. You had a great day yesterday? Oh, that's wonderful to hear, Faye. That's good. It was a bit of a rainy day. It was a great rainy day here yesterday. So, didn't get... My Wi-Fi needs coffee. It sure as heck does. That's true. Okay, go wake my bed up now. I'd probably say tea, considering tea has a bit more caffeine in it than coffee does. But then again, coffee seems to get people going more than tea does. So, or I'm not so sure if that's how much of that is a and I've forgotten the word. You know, when they give the medication, when they're doing a medication test, they get a placebo effect. That's it. I don't know how much of the caffeine thing for some people is a placebo effect, because I've seen. I know you've not been here. Oh, oh. She's 12. Oh, bless her. What breed of dog is she, Mucker? It could be that she's having she's passing stones. Oh, Staffy. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful dogs. Yeah. Unfortunately, I moved the table. I moved the table and that was it. I dropped. There we go, we're back. So this will settle down in a minute, guys. It kind of does. I should have started a bit earlier, I'm sorry. But my old lady cat, she kind of got lost, so I had to go help her. She's blind. Wow, the Mastiff. I bet that's huge. I bet that one's huge. But I'm sorry to hear about your old girl. It is concerning and it is frightening, especially at that age. He's 4, so he'll be coming out of the puppy stage. Don't disconnect me. I know he's finished growing, but you know, he's probably still got some of that puppy bouncy bit in him. He's under my old toy fox terrier, Dad, that's okay. That's okay, Mucker. To be honest with you, I read under and not inder, so just goes to show that I really don't read what's on the, you know, what's typed. Oh, he sleeps on the sofa with you every night. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a deep sofa. The two of you on there. Either that or you sleep towards the back so the dog can't. Oh. Oh, no, Mel. Oh, I have to go let her know that I'm live again. Ah. Okay. She sent me hang on, guys. Let's see if I can bring Mel back. She sent me a message. Oh, come on. Sorry if I'm poking you all in the face while I'm doing this. It's just that I'm using my phone. Okay. Alright, and send her a quick message that we're live again. And hopefully she'll be able to make it. There we go. There we go. He's got his own bed. Oh, his own end, okay, of the sofa, but he's often on your own. Yeah, milady, good morning, honey. Well, I hope your hospital appointment goes well today, honey. We'll have our, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers and in our hearts. And we'll send you good vibes. Lots of good vibes. Good morning, sweetie. Well, yes. Yes, old mucker is better than getting poked in the eye. That is so true. Okay, Kelly says Mill says she's going to try and sleep a bit this morning. So she won't be coming back in. Oh, bless her. I'm not sure if you caught that earlier, Mucker, but she had to be, and so far it's been a good start to the day. There's been no winter here. I can tell you that for sure. um, we had a real laugh about that. Was it yesterday or Saturday? But it's definitely something that we've had fun with, and I just hope that young children don't watch this because, we try and teach them manners, and it's not polite to laugh about things like that. But heck, we've all got that little kid in us. We all have that little kid in us that has to come out to play. And I'm sorry, but it still tickles my funny bone. And especially when you consider the two, the difference, the differences that we have in language between the two countries. I mean, we both speak English or some form of English, but often, how often do we have it so that the same words can have such different meaning? Too many sprouts. You've got it. That is so true. I was thinking, in fact, it's so funny because of the price of Brussels sprouts here. I'm getting so American-fied, I'm still calling them Brussels sprouts. Because of the price of sprouts over here, I was actually thinking of trying to grow my own. But I'm going to have to wait until fall because it's too warm here. We shall see. But I have to figure out some way of keeping the animals off. I think I'll get some castor oil plants. Just sprouts, Faye. Just sprouts. No Brussels sprouts. See, here in the States they say Brussels sprouts. They add the Brussels part. In the UK we just call them sprouts. I guess we're kind of a bit lazy in some ways with language. Well, both countries are a bit lazy with language. But over here in the States, if you say sprouts, then people automatically think that you're talking about seeds that have sprouted. That people eat. That kind of sprouts. You just call them yucky. Yeah, yeah. Americans also say spunky. That is so true. That is so true. Somebody used to call me spunky. Yeah, they says Brussels sprouts are a staple over in the UK. And it's so funny because when it started to get chilly here, I wanted to make a stew, and we go to the supermarket because unfortunately there's no farmers market nearby. But even if there was, I was looking for turnips, and there's no turnips. No turnips here. It's like, you know, that's what makes a stew is turnips. Sprouts keep you warm in the winter. Oh God, it's the methane. It's the methane gas that they produce. Oh dear. You have turnips? Huh. Because now there's turnips. William, good morning, honey. Hi, hello. It's so good to see you. We have turnips now, but it's what, January? Do you know what is funny? Because when I was younger, I used to like to eat them raw. My stomach just doesn't like raw food that much anymore. So rather than cause my stomach problems, I'd rather I'll have a little nibble every once in a while on something raw. But yeah, I used to eat them raw. But yeah, I mean they're a main staple for a stew, and it's really a stew is not the same without a turnip. How are you this morning, William? It's so good to see you, honey. Sam stopped in a couple of days ago, a couple of mornings ago. It was good to see her. Well, oh Mucker, I know you've only got a few teeth left, so it can't be that easy. You couldn't make them mushy like baby food. Just put them in the blender. I mean, they don't have to be cooked to go through a blender. It's time to get my hair washed. My hair's going flat. The straps from my trilogy don't help neither. Yeah. Then you can suck on them. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, William. That is so good to hear, honey. I have lots of phone calls to make today for somebody. I'm trying to help someone. Oh my God! Speak of the devil. Good morning, Sam. Or I should say good afternoon, Sam. We're just waking up here. I was hoping that Anne would be able to make it. Oh, I've got to figure this phone out. Oh, never mentioned you. Never mentioned you. Didn't say a word about you. Didn't say a word about you. Except that you stopped in a couple of days ago. You didn't give me a chance to say anything about you. You came in too soon. You should have sat and looked for a little bit longer. Nothing really. I just mentioned you. It was funny. I just mentioned you, and It's alright. You and whose army? Listen, just because I'm on oxygen doesn't mean to say I can't bite kneecaps. I bite kneecaps very well. And ankles. I'm an ankle biter. I'm short enough. That's true. Well, yeah. I might have a short memory, but one thing I can't forget is you're crazy. Crazy. Oh, hang on, I need a cup of a drink. Okay. Sorry, folks. So I'm hoping that a young lady, Anne, can make it. I sent my mom a message. And she's probably sat there trying to figure out how to do it. I should get in touch with her and let her know at some point. Well, you probably are typing too much. I mean, my gosh, woman, you never stop talking once you get going. Well, I was trying to get her to come in, honey, Sam. I was trying to get her to come in, but she's only just figured out. No, you don't have to be nice. You'd be nice to my mom, but you don't have to be nice to me. She'll say I deserve it. No, she won't. It's okay. I'll warn her. If she manages to make it, I'll warn her. I can't help it. I've been over here that long. My mum lives in Yorkshire, Faye, in the UK. Leeds, to be exact. Which used to be a very industrial area. It's not so industrial anymore, which is pretty sad. Well, I guess it's not sad, but in some ways it is sad because, you know, there's a lot of jobs that's gone. So it's very unfortunate. I should have done this tried to do this by Google Hangouts this morning. But never mind, that's okay. It's a beautiful place, Faye. It really is. You'll be the history over there. I had to kind of, I wouldn't say I didn't laugh at, but I found it interesting. That's the proper word. I found it interesting. I just went straight through the YouTube app, Sam. I didn't go through Hangouts. I just because I'm using my phone to come through. Yeah, I'm the same way, Sam. I'm the same way. That's not such a bad obsession to have, Faye. That's a good, being obsessed about, you know, anything British, that's a good obsession to have. The history over there is absolutely amazing. Yeah, see? I would, if you ever get to go over there, go to York. A town called York, because they found Yeah, that's true. It's funny because I'm not really up on British history, and yet, I have a lot of American friends that ask me, "Oh, tell me about the British history," and I just kind of go, "Oh, because I have to fact check. I can't say I can't agree with them because I don't know if it's right that what they perceive as history is right or not." Oh, Northampton, yes, it is. It is. Yeah, I love Northampton. But in York, they found the Vikings, a village from the Viking era that they've made a history out of. That's okay, Faye. I mean, you know, many of us don't know that much about our history over there. We know some things. We know some things, but we don't. I don't know. I think the generation. I don't know. I can't say that I come across. Yeah, Google is a good place for finding out history and stuff. I can't say that I know that many British people that know a great deal about British history. And it is the same about the States. I don't know that many Americans that know that much about the American history. I guess unless you're really into history and researching history, it's there ain't no space in the brain for that stuff. I probably knew more about it when I was younger than I do now, and I just don't, I don't remember because I really don't have, you know, I don't have space in my brain. Some days I have enough trouble remembering my phone number. I have to look my phone number up, have it written down. Don't ask me my social security number. I have to get my card out. Oh God. No, because I'm on a green card, honey. And that test is the one thing that has stopped me. Oh yeah, I'm still a UK national. Yeah. Do I remember my UK national insurance number? Nope, never knew it. But I have it written down. I have it written down, which is lucky because my card went missing. So I'm lucky I actually thought to write it down. Never voted there, Sam. Never voted there. I left before. Well, no, I left just as I came to voting age. So I've never voted. I'm not very good with politics. So I know. I know. I know. I'm not very good with politics. I really aren't. But we're not going to talk about that right now. So my poor old lady cat, I saw my two boys walking around in circles, and yeah, I probably would get lost there. Last time I was back in the UK, I'd been over here 18 months. No. Yeah, I'd been over here 18 months, and within that 18 months, Leeds had changed. There was a shopping mall. It was like, what do you mean a shopping mall? There was no such thing when I left. They didn't know what shopping malls were. Right in the middle of Leeds city centre. Shopping mall. Now, they were clever the way they did it. They didn't knock down the shops that were already there. They kind of like incorporated the shops within the mall. Yes, you did. You found my home street. In fact, my very old, the one that I first lived on when we ended up in the UK. Because Faye, I used to, I was actually born in Singapore and lived in Cyprus. And we spent a short period of time in the UK. Because my younger sister was born in Hayling Island, and then that's when we went to Cyprus. So we came from Singapore to Hayling Island too, and then back over to Cyprus. Yeah, I am a Brit. I am a Brit. I was born on British military land. So I am a Brit. My two parents are British. My whole history is British. Yeah, I am. So what am I then? No, you ain't. That's my boy. Well, yeah, I must admit, the UK never felt like home. It never felt like home. I always felt like a stranger there. I felt like I didn't belong there. I was teased. I was teased something chronic. I was bullied something chronic right from a young age. I'm making you nuts now. You're already nuts. I can't make you nuts. You're already nuts, woman. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I was very shy. I was painfully shy as a child. I mean, I'm still shy now. People don't believe that, but I'm shy now. I'm okay talking like this, but sometimes if we meet face to face, yeah, I'm glad, I'm happy too, Faye. I hate to say it with Sam in the room, but I actually felt like when I came over here, I felt like I'd come home. You know, I felt like I'd been away for a long day. It felt like I'd been away for a long time, and I was coming home. Now you just scare people with your mouth. Oh my gosh. The USA feels like home to you too. See? Now, you stop shouting at me about not being a Brit then. I know you ain't shouting at me. But okay, hang on everybody. Okay, and hopefully we're back and nobody left. Come on, I don't see my picture moving. Yeah, I know. Oh gosh, come on. I need to put my glasses on. Okay. There we go, we're coming back up. You lived in Germany as a kid and two of your sisters were born there. Oh, so were you military too, Faye? Were you military too? My dad was in the Royal Air Force. In fact, my whole family has been Royal Air Force. That's okay. I don't mind being stuck with you. Your father was in the army? Wow. I find it interesting that we all have a tendency to find each other. You know, the forces kids. Did you live on base over in Germany, Faye? But I'm not an army brat, I'm an Air Force brat. And I hate that. I hate that word brat because it gives the impression that we're spoilt kids. But we weren't spoiled. Yeah, military brat. You live near the base, okay. Now, my mum and I were having this conversation not so long ago. She was saying about how my older sister and I, military sausage, that sounds better. Oh, bless you, William. Faye, you're an army brat. Okay, no, that's fine, Faye. That's fine, Faye. I've done things like that before too. I've either said something and I'm like, why did I say that? Because that's not right. I think our brains get cross-wired when we're talking with what we're either reading or listening to. And and it just kind of meets in the middle as we're typing. Yes, I've met some of the best people on here too. William, been very fortunate. I've been very fortunate. So, but yeah, no, we were never. So, as I was saying, I noticed the other day I was watching one of my feeds back, and I don't really seem to finish that many thoughts. I get started on something and then I kind of go off at a tangent. I wouldn't say I'm OCD or ADD that very much. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true, Sam. So I don't know if it's the same with American military, but with UK military, if you live in military housing, then your house is up for spot inspection. And I don't know if it's still the same way now with the British military, but back then spot inspection meant that they would come round and they would inspect the house. Everything had to be tidy. it had to be all kept in order. It had to be kept clean, spotlessly clean, or at least that was my mom's perception of it. And if she's lurking around in the background, she's probably going to kill me next time we talk. But so my mom got rather OCD with having the house spotlessly clean and tidy, which is not easy to do when you have 3 young children. Happy birthday, Faye. Happy birthday, honey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Faye. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, honey. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. I hope you have a day full of fun. Do you have any plans for today? Yeah, and many more. My cat's looking at me like, what are you yowling at? Quit it. We're the ones that yowl. So anyway, my mum was saying about my oldest sister, about how she's too OCD with keeping everything clean and tidy. She said everything has to be in its place. Nothing has to be out of place. And she said, and she blamed me for it. She said, but I have nothing to do with it. And I looked and I said, yep, but you do. You do, Ma. And she said, no, I don't. And I said, well, Mom, I said, you planted the seed is what you did. You know, I said, back when we were in military housing, everything had to be spotless. Everything had to be in its place. I said, and you were almost panicky about it. I said, so what happened is you planted the seed and we just took it and let it grow exponentially. So then she started telling me, she said, do you remember? Yep, Mum's fault. Exactly. That's what I said to my mum. I mean, I got her laughing about it. And then she said to me, do you remember? She said, we lived in Hailing Island. I don't remember anything about when we lived in Hailing Island. And she said, you and your sister, my sister Andy, she's like 18 months older than me. And she said, not like, oh gosh, I hate that like. She is 18 months older than me. And my mum said, you both decided you were going to run off and go be with your dad. So where my dad was, I don't know. He'd probably doing a long stint on base. She said, as we walked in, the house we lived in was an old Victorian house. And as we walked in through the door, on the left-hand side, there was a little cubby. And you open up the cubby, the doors to the cubby with double doors. You open them up, and there was a peg, there was a space for gloves, scarves, and hats. Then there was a peg for coats. Then there was a space underneath for shoes, and below that space was another space that had our slippers in. So when we took everything off, we hung it all up, we would put our shoes in its little and then put our slippers on. And she said, and you were both stood there at the door with your shoes and your slippers tucked underneath your arm, because we had been taught that you have to wear slippers in the house. You do not wear shoes in the house. You don't go barefoot in the house. You wear slippers in the house. And then she said, it was a nice little cubby. Everything had its place. So I started laughing, and I said, see, Mom, everything had its place. It's your fault. And she started laughing. All right, Faye, honey, have a great day. Have a fun-filled, wonderful day. Yeah, so I said, see, Mom, there you go. You've just said everything had its place. I said, so it is your fault. It started with you. Oh, gosh. But I'm glad I had her laughing about it. And I'm glad my sister is finally retired. So now she can take a break and slow down a bit. And stop pushing herself. She overworks. She's like me. She pushes and pushes and pushes until she's near the point of collapse. So, no, I'm the only one over here. Sam, all my family is back over there. That's hubby's medical. That's hubby's medication reminder alert. It's a good program. It's called MedSafe. Well, I have tried. Quite a few times to do that. But, she has kids and a husband, so, and she wants to go, she's talking about moving to um, um, another country. No, I don't have kids, Sam. Unfortunately, I don't. But I think it's Portugal she's talking about moving to. Because, like me, she's suffering terribly with arthritis. I would like to have had children. I'm past having children now. But yeah, I would have liked to have had kids. But I was fortunate that I was able to look after so many other children and help so many other children. Oh, that's okay, honey. There's a few things that I said I can remember saying as a young child, and one was if I couldn't have kids, I wasn't going to get upset about it because there was many other children that needed love. No, they're not my own. That's true. That's true. And I often think about that now. It would be nice to have my own children to pass things on to. It would be nice to, have my own grandchildren. But, it just wasn't meant to be. So, I can't expend I can't allow right, exactly. Good morning, young lady. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, I love you too, my big hug for the morning. Good morning. Yes, I love you too. Oh, you good girl. Did you sleep well? Did you? Yeah. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine with it, Sam. With him, Sam. You'll do fine. Oh, where you going? No, you're not getting snuggly. You're not snuggling under the covers. You have to go out first. Come on. You can come up and sit. Hey. You can't stop snuggling under. You can snuggle on top, but you can't snuggle under the blankets. You gotta go potty first. It's just I don't want to. It's cold out there. It's not that cold out. It doesn't look it anyway. The sun is actually shining today. Yeah. Yeah. You kid are still into breaking a tray. Actually, there's not such a bad thing to learn. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing how cold it's gotten over there, but actually breaking into your own house is not such a bad thing to learn. There's been a couple of times I've been locked out and I haven't had a key. He picked it up fast. My goodness. So we have 5 people in the room, or at least, yeah, he says there's 5 people here, but there's usually more people hanging around. Hello. Are you shaking? There's anticipation, isn't it? Yes. Yes, that is. That is. Careful. Careful. Amy is asleep. Yeah. Bless her. How's she doing these days, Sam? Oops, I'm sorry. I'm wobbling the camera. Well, now that's wobbling the camera. Oh, okay, old mucker. I should bring your the stuff to get you ready to go out, shouldn't I? I should bring it in here in the morning, and then I can get you ready while Pappy's doing his teeth. Yeah, he's finished. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. She's doing good. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Are you being a good girl? She says, yes, I was a good girl during the night. I slept really well, thank you very much. So my poor old lady cat was in my room walking around in circles, bumping into things because she got herself lost. And that was my fault because I moved a couple of boxes. And it's like, oh. So I had to take her back to her bed in the kitchen so that she would learn how to, just so that she knew exactly where she was, and then she could take it from there as to where she wanted to go. And then, yeah, she's going to have to remap the room again. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. You gonna go see Pappy? Go on. He's waiting for you. Go see Pappy. Come on. Go get him. Go get him. Good girl. Atta girl. Oh. When she comes back in, she'll be cold and she'll be like, let me under the covers. Well, I'm not surprised with as cold as it is over there, Sam. It's gonna be painful. Have you tried having a mustard bath, Sam? My nana used to make mustard baths. She used to put a tablespoon of mustard in the bath. Do you know what needs doing with your car? Yes, yes. Just a tablespoon of mustard in a bath of hot water. And just get in and soak. It actually works. Well, hopefully there's nothing's going to be wrong with your car. Hopefully, it's going to pass muster. Yeah, my grandma, because I suffer with very painful knees. And my grandma used to, yes, heat is very good for something. Heat is very good for easing pain. I've never found that cold works. Well, just tell her to roll over. You gotta get one of them. My connection, I can see it's not. Stop. Wi-Fi. I don't know why my Well, yeah, I know, but sometimes just saying, "Hey, Amy," you know, kind of like Pavlov's dog. You know, she'll hear it and move a bit so that she's not snoring. But now there's they have beds out, what they call an intelligent bed over here, and you can have it set to a certain sensitivity, and if it hears snoring, it actually raises the head of the bed a little bit. So get one of those get one of those beds, or get one where you have, you know, control of her side as well as your side, and then when she's snoring, you just press the thing and raise the head of her bed up a bit so she'll stop snoring. I'll have to figure that out today. An ejector button. Yep, it's, I mean, when they came up with that, I thought that's such a great idea. Why haven't they thought about that before now? You know, because these electric beds have been, I mean, these electric beds, this is a hospital bed, but electric beds have been out for a long time. So, your wife used to wake you up and tell you to put your mask on. You shouldn't have fallen asleep without it, William. I've done that a few times. I've been sat here. There's been a few times I've sat here doing something on the computer, you know, and and I'm like, I'll just finish this before I lay down, before I put my mask on and lay down, and sure, I end up falling asleep, sitting here, and oh man, do I feel horrible when I wake up. In fact, I think for all I'm saying, it's time to wake up, wakey wakey. I think I'll be going back to sleep when I hang up. because I'm very sleepy. I know. But I can't help it, There are times I have just no idea I'm about to fall asleep. I mean, it's just gone. One minute I'm awake, and next minute I'm out like a light. I just don't know that I'm falling asleep. I mean, now I'm feeling sleepy. And she sounds like she was a beautiful lady, William. And she is a beautiful soul. No, Sam. That could be taken many ways. I'm having one of those sleepy mornings. And I don't know why, because I slept last night. At least I think I did. Well, of course not. Of course not. William is always going to be her, her little boy. It doesn't matter how old he is. He's always going to be her little boy. Oh, Sam. A bit harsh. Maybe true, but a bit harsh. My mum used to complain that my grandma, she said, I'm 60 years old and your grandmother still treats me like I'm a child. And it's like, because you're always going to be my grandma's child, no matter how old you are. She's still going to look at you and see you through the eyes of a mother, and you're still her child. Well, it's true, Sam. He does love you. That is true. Oh my gosh, I can't keep my eyes open. I hope I'm not sounding sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's one of those days. Oh my gosh. 4 times a night. Oh. I'm sorry about that, Mark. That would drive me crazy. I mean, there are some times when I'm up and down all night long. That's okay. Don't need to apologize. We read Taiwanese very well here. Oh, here he comes. Here's my boy. Good morning. You want my cheek? Do cheeks? Good morning. Yes, I love you too. Thank you. Wow. Wow. That's not much sleep. Oh, Maka, do you pass out? Do you snooze during the day? You have to have the test every 6 months? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, honey. Now, do you take salt palmetto? I have a friend who has, an enlarged prostate, and he has to use a catheter now a lot. Now and then you fall asleep in your chair. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, try palmetto. Um, because that's, and I'll ask him what else he's taking for it, because he doesn't take, he's like us. He doesn't really. He'd rather take Oh, Makara, I know it's hard, honey. Um, but really, it's well. I was gonna say it's for your benefit, but maybe you're at the. No, they don't all lie. They don't all lie. They just don't tell you. They don't always tell you everything. Um, you never got it. That does happen a lot with administration. Um, that happens an awful lot with administration, and it's terrible. Um, Things get lost in the shuffle. Right. Is the surgeon who calls, right? You need to let them know that your doctor never received the order for more blood tests. It amazes me how things still work over in the UK. Um, that it takes so long to get to see a specialist. It takes so long to get an MRI or a CAT scan or even an ultrasound. Okay, you'll have an ultrasound. And then if it's still enlarged, you'll go for the MRI, right? Yes, Sam. Oh my gosh. Now I've got a purring kitty cat. It's not helping me. Okay, it's meant to be 3 millimeters, and it has been 11 millimeters for 2 years. Okay. Yes, definitely ask for the open MRI, honey. Because if you're claustrophobic, I will be taking a nap, Sam. Yeah, my oxygen is coming through, so it's not there yet. I don't, I don't, I don't, every now and again I have these. Well, it seems like every few days I have these when I'm like this. When I go in, when I go into an MRI, I have to keep my eyes closed, and I can't open. If I open my eyes, then I start to get panicky because I'm a bit claustrophobic. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, me too. And I'm dreading having to go get my teeth sorted out. It's really. Ugh. And no, old mucker, you can't pull them for me. Oh dear. Right. That's a true definition of a panic. Yeah. Yep, that's and it gets worse when they say calm down, just breathe. Oh, yeah, like the doggy's coming back. She's coming. So you're gonna have to move. Here she comes. Here she comes. Now, I don't mind waiting for a doctor or a specialist if they're good and they spend the time with me when I get there. You know, I don't mind waiting in the waiting room. Hi, Nanny. Oh, go on. Let me. We're changing of the guard here. Okay, let me take. No, you're not getting underneath with your coat on. Let me take you. Let me get you undressed here. Take your harness off. There you go. Okay, ready? Good pappy, he double coated you today, didn't he? That's because it's chilly out. There you go. Okay, you want to come snuggle? You want to get underneath now? Come. I'll get where it's warm. Oh, oh, oh. Steady, steady, steady. Sorry, that's my dog. There you go. I'm just going to sit with her little head out. She's going to sit snuggled underneath the blanket. A comforter. Little head out. Where's my breakfast? She's waiting for her CBD too. You have to wait 3 months. Wow. There's only once have I ever had to wait longer than a month to see a specialist. Only once. Here. Got to wait for them 3 months. Yeah, I was going to suggest, see if you can have an anti-anxiety tablet before you, an hour before you go, for the MRI, if they can't get you into the open MRI. Ooh, that wouldn't work over here, Sam. Well, not your GP, but if you're on pain management, you need to see the pain management at least. The majority of times it's once a month. Yeah, it's my dog. It's not how I always say. I say dog. Yeah, she's a toy fox terrier, William. She's really sweet. I put up a new video last night. And it's her with her talking to her dad about what he did with her bones. Her her ears went whoop. Oh, you said that word, my favorite word, B-O-N-S. B-O-N-E-S. About what he did with her treats, because there was none left. Yeah, to do your spinal blocks again, right. I'll be talking to pain management about spinal. Well, they're actually talking about, because I had triple root nerve block done a long time ago, in my thoracic spine, and it really didn't do anything, except for I ended up with a collapsed lung. But, she was talking about doing an epidural, starting with just my shoulders first. Like, are you kidding me? I have more pain with my thoracic spine, and that's the one that's sending me in tears. Come on, woman. Don't listen. Oh, the GP has to write to the hospital there? She's this side, honey. Alright, there you go, Nana. Your CBD. Is that good? Yeah? You clean the spoon? Good girl. Thank you, honey.
Did everybody eat?
Yeah, the cats had breakfast. You can't take the shots due to meningitis? Or is it the possibility of meningitis? Now I'm lucky because with the insurance that we have, as long as the specialist, pain clinic, whatever clinic is within the system. Oh, you had meningitis. Okay. Oh my goodness, Russell. No, yeah, you have to be careful with phew, yeah. That really doesn't help, does it? As long as the specialist or say pain clinic or anything like that, as long as they are within the insurance's system, providing a preferred provider, as they call it, then we don't have to have referrals. Some of them prefer it, but we don't have to have it. Now, with other insurances, if you have to have referrals. So we're lucky in that respect. But we do actually give them the clinic or the specialist, we give them our insurance information so that they can call and make sure that they've got coverage. You died 3 times from the meningitis? Oh my gosh, Russell. You've been through so much. You've been through so much. And now they say no more blocks, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember last summer, Sam, that you know, that they obviously caught the nerve, that goes down your legs. Um, Either that or when they put the injection in, that's why we all get on you. We've all got messed up bodies. That's true. Yeah, they caught the nerve. I was going to say the other thing is they probably put too much of the injection in one site and it caused a bulge that pressed on your nerve until it was, absorbed. And, that'll take time to recover. But, yeah, definitely sounded to me like they caught the nerve when they went in. And they shouldn't have done because it's done with, x-ray. Or done with imaging. I mean, they can't put needles into your spine like that without imaging. It's guided imagery. Ugh, Sam. She slipped. Yeah, well, accidents do happen, unfortunately. I mean, they're only human. Oh my God, some of your customers get on your nerves. Did they make you numb, honey? Your brain just shut down. I can't. Oh, I can't. You're getting on my nerve. They drive you nuts. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, Marco. And that's probably not helped by the fact that you were up and down all night long, going to the bathroom. Because you're not getting the sleep, you're not getting restorative sleep. You're not getting the rest that you need to deal with, people. Put my. I'm not squinting because I can't. I'm having. I'm sleepy. Alright, now you can't see that I'm falling asleep. Well, yes. The general populace is. I will agree with you there, old mucker. I will agree with you there. I mean, that's one thing that I used to say. Well, many people used to say. Come on, eat your breakfast. Come on, go. She's not spoilt at all. She's having breakfast in bed. No, don't just lick the plate. I can tell you're not eating. Come on. That's a good girl. You're not getting anything. Come on, eat your breakfast. Be a good girl. If you don't eat it, the cats will eat it. And then that's it. You have to wait till dinner time now. No, don't just lick the plate. She's like, okay, Mom, I'll lick the plate. Make it look like I'm eating. She's giving me those brown eyes. But Mom. Well, the fact that it went in easier than the rest of them, she still should have had control over it. There's something that bothers me about this doctor with the pain clinic that I'm at now. She's new to the pain clinic. Nobody's ever seen her before. I mean, even the staff of the pain clinic don't know her. We haven't been able to find out much about her medical background on the internet, on Google, so I'm a bit cautious about letting her, put injections into my spine. And especially with the fact that she really didn't spend time talking to me about my problem. You see, that's it. Yeah, you see, she's not, well, you're not your normal, not the normal doctor that does it, so. Some of the emails you get at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I could just imagine. I can just imagine. Oh yeah, I do. I mean, I've often thought that myself, Mucker. I've stood there and I've looked at some people and I've thought, how can you be so? I mean, it's just beyond words. It just gets you. I mean, it dumbfounds me sometimes. It's like, how could you ask that? How could you say that? I mean, how could those words come out of your mouth? Do you realize exactly what you're asking or what you're saying? Nana, what you moaning about? Hey? You got your breakfast here. I know that's not what you want. She thinks she's going to get something else. Did you do all your duty when you went outside? Did you do everything you needed to do? Hey? She's so funny when you talk to her. She actually looks up at you. Got so used to my old toy fox terrier ignoring me. No, that is so true. Common sense is missing. It ran away, Sam. It ran away a long time ago. It ran away many, many years ago. I'm not sure which generation. It wasn't our generation, that's for sure. All right. She's like, no, and manners too. You've got that true. You've got that right. They don't really teach manners anymore. I mean, when the grandkids come over here, they have to say please and thank you. They have to say please and thank you. I won't. Otherwise, they don't. Don't say I want or give me, because you won't get. And I'm not going to let go of it unless you say thank you. Oh, Bucker. After 10 years, the guy didn't know how to set up an email. Oh, that is just so funny. Oh my gosh. Yes, I agree about the military, Sam. Oh, my shoulder. Oh my gosh. So, does he know how it was hacked? I go through this. I know I get confused over some of the stuff with computers and what have you, but that's new stuff that I'm learning. I mean, there are times that I can't tell you how many times I have to tell my husband over and over again how to do something that he's already been doing, but he has. He can, help. Oh gosh. I couldn't I think I would end up, finding my really bringing my humor into that. I would have told him, he's a real bright spark. Oh my gosh. A web hosting and web design company. I still need to get together with you about these, about not Teespring. Which one was it? Was it Teespring or Gear Bubble? No, they do their own advertising. One of them does their own advertising. The other one, you have to set up advertising. You have to set up advertising. I'm not exactly sure what they're telling me to do, and I know that's because of the way my brain doesn't work anymore. And I'm sure at some point I'll go and read it and I'll go, oh, that's what it means. Boys, no fighting. Well, guys, I'm going to call it a morning. We didn't get any exercise done this morning. But But that's okay. We have days like this. I did use my gazelle earlier this morning for 6 minutes. So, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, I am gonna nap, Sam. I have to. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be like this for the rest of the day. And I'll get absolutely nothing done. And I'll just get frustrated and upset with myself. And then I'll probably decide to take a nap around 3 o'clock and probably not wake up, or 2 or 3 o'clock, and then not wake up till 8 o'clock tonight. So if I take, an hour or two now, that'll take me to about lunchtime. Yeah, unfortunately, working for yourself is not as easy as some people think it is. It's and especially when you and I can't think of what I was going to say, but it's just not easy. It's easier when you work for somebody else, because when the end of the day comes, you have to finish your shift and leave, or they close the doors, lock the doors, and you have to go. But when you work for yourself, you just kind of keep going. You don't stop. All right, William, honey. I hope the rest of your day goes well, and I hope your labs go well. I hope you don't end up with too many bruises. Yeah, at least don't get caught. Yeah, Sam, if when you start working for yourself, I would say the best thing to do is set yourself certain times that this is for work, and I stop working at whatever time it is, and then that's it, and if you can, have a room or, somewhere where you can physically shut the door and say, shop shut, it's time to go home. Unfortunately, old Mucker can't do that, being that he's the support ticket and everything, and he runs the site. It's not so easy for him to do that. Your life motto is don't get caught. That's a good one to have. Oh, you're going to go back into cabinetry? That's wonderful. So yeah, so doing your woodwork will be out of your house. So then it'll be easier for you then to say, it's the end of the day. Time to shut shop. I'm going home. You have to set yourself limits. You really do. Otherwise, you just end up finding yourself working all hours God sends, as old Mucker is doing. Right. Yeah. Yeah, don't get a job like old Muckers. They'll drive you crazy in more ways than one. Yep, that's okay, Sam. That's okay. You have to do what you gotta do. You know. You really do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, folks, I really gotta go because I'm starting to really droop here. I mean, I'm sliding down. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay sat upright, but I'm sliding down. Oh, that's good, Sam. That's wonderful. Night, night, honey. And there's a couple of things I'll probably be getting in touch with you about at some point. So, yes, have fun today, Omaka. And I hope that you'll get to sleep tonight. Look up Saul Palmetto. And I'll ask my friend what else he takes. So, yeah, I figured that, Sam. I figured that. I mean, you've just got to, with the way it's done over here, you've got to figure out, the best way to do it. So I'm going to say good night. Well, goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful afternoon. And remember, one breath at a time, one step at a time. I can do this. Bye. I love you all.